All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get into some NFL picks and props for Sunday, September 24th slate of games. Look at that leaderboard, Trey. Start us off.
Yes, and 1-0 for me on Thursday Night Football because I gave out the Giants to score under their 16.5 team total versus the 49ers. And this one hit with ease, honestly, because this Giants offense is absolute doo-doo on a stick. They scored 12 points against the 49ers with only 150 total yards of offense. It was tough to watch, but at the same time, very fun.
Seth?
Yeah, and I put a win on the board as well. I took the 49ers minus 10.5 on the spread, and they easily covered this against a very bad Giants team.
Yeah, and that leaves me 0-1. I had the New York Giants plus 10.5, like a big dumb that I am. They made it an interesting game, though, through three quarters, and then the 49ers let them have it in the fourth quarter. But a big loss by me. I'm bouncing back today. Let's take a look at our picks for today. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to start us off here with this New England Patriots at New York Jets game. I'm really excited to watch this game. We're in one of the best rivalries in all of NFL. Well, maybe I guess I shouldn't call it a rivalry because honestly, the Patriots, they are 10-0 and 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games versus the Jets. That is very impressive, and I expect the streak to continue in this game. Give me the New England Patriots minus 2.5 in this game. Yes, I know the Patriots are 0-2 heading into this game, but both of their losses have been one-score games against the Dolphins and the Eagles. A lot of people have both those teams as Super Bowl contenders. So I don't think that we could take anything away from the Patriots with those two losses. But I do expect them to turn the edge over here in this game and get a road win in New York because this Jets offense has just looked so embarrassing through their first two games. They've scored a total of 2 offensive touchdowns this season. And on both of those plays, it was wild plays, God mode plays from Garrett Wilson. And one of them, he said, "Get off me, young blood," and caught a fade on the Bills. And last week, he took an 85-yard touchdown to the house. I do not think that Bill Belichick's going to have Garrett Wilson just run around and let those God plays go off in this game. And Mac Jones, he should do enough to carry us to a win here. So give me the New England Patriots minus 2.5 in this road game versus the Jets.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to go to the Carolina versus Seattle game, and I'm going to go a couple different ways here. I'm going to take Seattle minus 5.5 here. But I'm also going to go to the Panthers team total, and I'm going to take it under 18.5 in this game. To start, the Panthers will have to run out Andy Dalton as their QB Bryce Young sustained an injury in last week's game. On top of that, this Panthers offense has really struggled to put up any points or yards, and this won't get any better with Andy Dalton leading the charge. This offense is actually going to get worse, in my opinion. This Panthers defense has been super stout, but I feel like the Seahawks offense got back on track last week when they put up 37 points and 410 total yards of offense against the Lions. They have a very good passing game and also have the running backs to exploit this Panthers defense that has allowed 132 opponent rushing yards per game so far this season. I don't look for the Panthers offense to put up many points on the scoreboard, so I'm just going to take their under 18.5 team total as well, but also give me Seattle minus 5.5 here as I think this offense will be able to move the ball on this Panthers defense.
Yeah, Seth, I like both those plays as well for you. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Detroit Lions. The Atlanta Falcons have started perfect this season. The Detroit Lions dropped one against Seattle last week. The Lions are at home in this game. I don't think they dropped 2 in a row, so give me the Detroit Lions minus 2.5, buying the hook to beat the Atlanta Falcons. The storyline for this game is going to be the rookies in the backfield for both teams. Dave Montgomery has found himself on the injury report, and he's going to miss a couple weeks. So that means it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions and Bijan Robinson for the Falcons in the backfield. Both of those guys have looked electric so far in their very short careers, but I do think the Detroit Lions will do enough in this game to beat the Falcons. The Lions are going to use Jared Goff through the year to pick apart the Atlanta Falcons defense, and I do think that the Lions have a very explosive offense, and I do not trust Desmond Ridder just yet for the Atlanta Falcons to be able to keep up with the Lions. If the Falcons did want to win this game, it would be a healthy dose of Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier on the ground, but I think the Lions will control this game with Jared Goff. They're going to push the tempo, making this a shootout. The Atlanta Falcons are going to get away from the run game and try to use Desmond Ridder, and that is going to fail for them. Give me to the Detroit Lions as they bounce back from that loss against Seattle and beat the Atlanta Falcons pretty easily, covering the spread, minus 2.5 as my play. Guys, let's go to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and it should say 0-1 because I gave out Brock Purdy under 227.5 passing yards versus the Giants. And Purdy, He smashed this over by almost 100 yards. He finished with going 25 for 37 with 310 yards and 2 tutters. He honestly is pretty good. I got to stop doubting the guy.
Seth?
Yeah, and I actually think mine should say 1-0, guys. I took Christian McCaffrey over 79.5 rushing yards, and he had 85. So we definitely hit the over on that.
Yeah, Trey accidentally gave me your win because I did lose. I had Daniel Jones over 39.5 rushing yards against the Niners. It just was not a good day for me because I had the Giants. I thought they were going to compete, and they obviously didn't. Maybe they had that game against the Cardinals. They took all the juice out of him for the comeback, and then Daniel Jones did not look good. He looked scared out there. He looked like he was seeing ghosts in that replay if you guys saw that video of him trying to read the defense. But not a good day for me. I'm going to bounce back today with a win. But Trey, start us off for our props today.
Yeah, whoever runs the graphic department at Bears Private Plays probably needs to get called into the GM's office. But I'm going to be giving out one of my favorite plays of the day, and it's going to be one of the oldest guys in the NFL. Now we're going to be going over to the receiving yards. Now I'm going to be giving out Adam Thielen here over receiving yards at 37.5 receiving yards. I think this is just far too low because, yes, he is getting a backup quarterback in Andy Dalton throwing him the ball with Bryce Young being injured for this game. But I think that actually works out in our favor because besides Thielen, Dalton, he's just going to be surrounded by young guys, and I'm not sure that he can trust them. But I do know that the Red Rifle can trust Thielen's veteran savvy skills in this game. And we saw Thielen get turned up last week too, finally after a rough week 1. Against the Saints last week, Thielen, he caught 7 balls on 9 targets and turned that to 54 receiving yards, which is well over this number. We just need Thielen to catch 5 balls, maybe even less, to get this number. And Thielen, he really does enjoy playing against Seattle in his career because he averages 67 receiving yards on 7 catches per game against them. I expect something similar here for Adam Thielen. So give me Adam Thielen to go over 37.5 receiving yards versus the Seahawks.
I like that play, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and in Bears game pick, he just mentioned that there's going to be 2 rookie running backs going at each other in this Lions versus Falcons game. And I'm going to go to a prop for Bijan Robinson, and I'm going to take him over 16.5 fantasy points in this game. So far this season, I have really went for the Bijan props as I think they have been set very much in our favor early on in the season. This is another very favorable prop here at 16.5 fantasy points. Bijan has shown to this point that he is a dual threat running back that teams are going to have to pay a lot of attention to. He is getting a nice matchup against a Detroit defense who ranks 15th against opposing fantasy running backs this year. But what makes this a solid play is the fact that Bijan has already been targeted 11 times out of the backfield this year and has brought in 10 of those targets. In week 2, we also saw his rushing carries go up to 19, where he went for 124 yards. This offense is going to continue to find ways to get Bijan out in the open field so he can do what he does best and weave in and out of defenses with the ball in his hands. Through 2 games, Bijan is averaging 21.8 fantasy points per game. In week 1, he had 20.3, and in week 2, he had 23.2. We should absolutely be jumping all over the overs on Bijan's props until these are corrected to much higher numbers. The trends are there for this prop. Absolutely take the over here for Bijan.
Yeah, Seth, I absolutely love that play. I think that's going to be a shootout game anyway. He is a slippery little snaky snake out there out there at the flats, and he can make a lot of plays. So I do like that play there. For my play today, I'm going to take Justin Jefferson over 11.5 receiving targets going up against the Chargers. There's a lot of frustration with the Minnesota Vikings right now, and not a lot of it has to do with Kirk Cousins for once. Kirk has been having a really good season. He does have a few turnover problems, but other than fumbling the ball every once in a while, he has not been the problem for the Vikings. I think as a team, the mental mistakes are killing them. They keep turning the ball over, muff punts, offsides calls, and that has nothing to do with the production of this offense so far. Justin Jefferson has shown this season he's still the best wide receiver in the NFL, and Kirk Cousins has also shown this season that he can get him the ball. The Chargers have already had a bad game against Miami secondary. The other game was against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans have Ryan Tannehill, so that game does not count. But you saw what 2 of his wide receivers were able to do to the Chargers. I think Justin Jefferson has himself a monster day. He scores a touchdown this game as well. If you want to take the anytime touchdown, take him to go over 11.5 targets against the Chargers today as my play, guys. That's going to do it for our NFL plays and props for Sunday, September 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.